What it do, what it do, what it do. I'm Bobby, aka the Augusta CarGuy. What it do? Hey, listen, thank y'all for tuning in to the first episode of Let's Talk Wealth. Yeah, hey, y'all gonna clap it up for me. This is the first episode, the first of many episodes to come. So before we get started, before we dive in head first, I do want to share something with y'all. When y'all think about wealth, what do y'all think about? What comes to mind when you think of wealth? When I think about wealth, what comes to mind is freedom. So that's what wealth means to me. It's freedom. So, like I said, Let's Talk Wealth is a show dedicated to the brave, and I mean the bravest of the brave men and women who chose to stop receiving those handouts, who chose to stop working that same 9 to 5. Those people work that same 9 to 5 and they ain't getting nothing out of it. So, and this show is also for the single mother who chose to sell her food stamps. Hey, shit happens. She chose to sell her food stamps, or she chose to start a side hustle because she wasn't making enough money. Or for the young father who on child support, who barely making it. For the young man working the 9 to 5, they got a felony, so he sell weed on the side just to kind of make ends meet. Hey, life happens. We ain't judging you, bruh. If you make under the table money, sell cars, do hair, cut hair, sell plates, sell dope, don't matter. It don't matter. You are an entrepreneur. You are an entrepreneur. You are a business. I ain't telling y'all to go out and do nothing illegal, but I'm just saying with the mindset of you already selling weed, you're already in the mindset of being an entrepreneur. So I'm talking about entrepreneurship. We talk about the trap in the hood or the trap in the streets, but what about the 9 to 5 trap? Nobody don't want to talk about that. We get real quiet when we talk about the 9 to 5 trap, don't we? So what about the 9 to 5 trap? What about the 9 to 5 trap? None against people who work a 9 to 5. I had several 9 to 5s. Everybody can't be an entrepreneur. That's what it is. So I get it. But you got to do what you got to do to take care of your household. So if you got to work a 9 to 5, hey, that's what it is. So I'm not, picking on nobody or calling nobody out that's working a 9 to 5. You got to do what you got to do. A 9 to 5 just ain't for me. And a 9 to 5, for some of y'all who are watching this, it ain't for y'all either. It ain't for y'all either. So you have to choose what path. Man, as an entrepreneur, you have to be able to make those choices. You got to know when to quit. Be an entrepreneur and change your life destiny. You got to get out of the trap right now. And when I say get out of the trap, I'm not talking about the trap house. I'm talking about, get caught in the trap house, all right. Yeah, your job. Your job is the trap house. My mama worked for her job for 40 years. 40 years. She worked for her job for 40 years. Shout out to my mama and all the other hardworking women out there. Because listen, but when she retired, all she gonna get is a stale-ass retirement cake and a pissy-ass thank you for being a slave. For being a valued employee for 40 years. Hey, look, I love my mama. My mama love her job, so I'm not talking down on her. She love her job. She always tell me, I do this because I want to do it. I don't do this because I have to do it. I do this because I love doing what I do. Hey, hats off to my mama. Hats off to anybody who love doing what they do on their 9 to 5. Nothing wrong with it. But it's also nothing wrong with you being an entrepreneur. And there's nothing wrong with having that option to be an entrepreneur, to be free. To be able to build that wealth, to be able to leave legacies, to be able to leave your kids, man, to be able to leave stuff behind for your kids. That's what freedom is all about. Man, I don't want to go to nobody's job and punch no clock for no 12 hours. I just can't do it. But that's it. That's all she gonna get. Them folks, they not gonna say, hey, you worked 40 years for our company, so we're gonna give you a piece of our empire. They not gonna do that. She can't pass none of the stuff. Man, listen, she can't pass me, my brothers or my sisters, nothing from that company. So this show is for entrepreneurs who feel lost and who don't know where to turn. Hey, I've been there. There's multiple other entrepreneurs who've been in the same boat that you in right now. They had the same feeling that you have right now. They've been in the same position that you are, so you're not alone. You're not lost. So don't think that you lost because you don't have, other entrepreneur friends. They out there. You just got to go out there and find them. So today we're going to talk about what it takes to get started as an entrepreneur, having the right mindset and how to set achievable goals. Now, when I first got into entrepreneurship, The first thing you got to work on is basically having the right mindset. No matter what you do, you got to have the right mindset. And you also have to be able to set reachable and achievable goals. It ain't about setting the goal. It's about being able to set reachable and achievable goals. So look, we're going to pause for a second. I need y'all to get a pen, a paper, some flashcards. I don't care what you get something. Get something to write on. We got to be intentional about getting to the next level. As an entrepreneur, you have to take this serious. This has to be something that it's got to be a journey. It's got to be something that you are willing to put your time and your effort into. What it do? Are you ready to unlock your full potential? Are you living a life of flow? Flow. Focus, learn, optimize, win. Are you flowing? Is your life flowing? Are you focusing, learning, optimizing, and winning every day? If you want to focus, learn, optimize, and win, with Flow, you'll learn the art of laser focus. You'll master the skill of learning how to retain information, optimizing effective communication skills, and relationship building. Don't miss the opportunity. Change your life for the better right now. Go to the description, click the link in the description, download your ebook right now. So what is mindset? What does that mean? I've heard people say, hey, you got to have the right mindset. You got to have the right mindset. Have you ever heard somebody say that? Or they say, hey, man, you got to change your mindset, man. You got to change your mindset. So let's look up what the definition of mindset is. So hold on. We're about to look up what the definition of mindset is. And I hope y'all got y'all water, got y'all snacks, got your food, because we're going to be here for a little minute. But look, hey, like I said, take notes. We're going to learn something today. All right. So the definition of mindset is, it says, mindset refers to the set of beliefs, attitudes, perspectives that an individual has about themselves, their abilities, and the world around them. So I'm going to read that again for y'all. So I don't know if y'all heard me, but listen up. Mindset refers to the set of beliefs and attitudes and perspectives that an individual has about themselves, their abilities, and the world around them. So when someone say you got to have the right mindset, they are simply referring to you have to watch what you mentally consume, and you have to be aware of who you hang around. So that's what they say when you got to have the right mindset. So one way that we can change what we think is by changing what we watch, changing what we entertain by. So things that we listen to on the radio, things that we listen to when we turn on our phone, when we scroll in Facebook, we have to be aware of what we're taking in. So I read a lot. Well, I listen to Audible a lot, so I'm not even gonna cap. Hey, I actually read when I get the chance, but I be moving around a lot, so when I'm in the car, I'm listening to some audio book on Audible, or I'm listening to a podcast. I listen to a lot of podcasts because you get different when you listen to podcasts. You get different perspectives of how people chose to build their dreams, or you get to see a glimpse of people's life that you don't normally see. So that's why I watch a lot of podcasts. So I watch a lot of successful stuff. If I'm going to be watching a podcast, it's going to be something that's going to be helping me get to where I need to go. But the point I'm making is I made a choice. I chose to choose hold on, wait a minute. I messed that all up. But the point is I made a choice to choose what I'm entertained by. Now, don't get it twisted. I still listen to music. I still watch Netflix. I still scroll social media. I'm not perfect, so like everyone else. But I limit the amount of time I spend on the things that's not helping me advance. Hey, listen, I remember door dashing. So I used to door dash. I don't do it no more. But the whole time I would be dashing, I would listen to an audiobook or be on YouTube listening to podcasts like social proof podcasts or Trapping Tuesday. So shout out to Dave, Donnie, and Big Trap. But I listen to those podcasts all the time. Like as soon as I'm out dashing, I'll be out dashing for 4 to 6 hours. Sometimes I'll be out there all day. But while I'm in that car, on my Bluetooth coming through the radio, I'm listening to podcasts or audiobooks. So I was choosing where, even though I was spending my time, a lot of my time in the car, I was choosing, while I was in that car in that moment, I was taking advantage of the time that I had to myself. I wasn't listening to music. I wasn't listening to whatever. I was listening to podcasts or audiobooks. So I wanted to change. So I started studying rich people. I started studying rich and successful entrepreneurs. And they all have a few things in common. I bet you can't guess what it is. They all got a few things in common. And one of those things they have in common is they like to read. Rich people read a lot. They read a lot. They are constantly learning and consuming information used to keep them growing. When you're green, you grow. When you're brown, you rot and die. So you got to stay green. You got to grow. So you got to read podcasts, audiobooks, whatever. So your mental diet is important, is a very important part of your mindset. Another important part of your mindset is, once again, who you hang around, who you give your energy to. Ladies, if you hang around people who gossip and complain all day, guess what? You're going to gossip and complain all day. That's just what it is. You're going to gossip and complain all day. If you hang around those people that gossip and complain all day, you're going to gossip and complain all day. That's just what it is. So if you don't want to gossip and complain, don't hang around women that gossip and complain. When they start gossiping, go the other way. When they call you and start gossiping on the phone, hey, I'm getting another call. I got to go. I'm going to call you back. I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear it. Don't bring that negative, whatever you got going on. Listen, it's a time and place for all that. We'll get to that later. You keep that negative stuff over there for the time being. But if you, again, ladies, if you hang around 5 hoes, and no disrespect, but if you hang around 5 hoes, you more than likely to be the 6th one. That's just what it is. You more than likely to be the 6th one. Fellas, if you hang around your partners and they smoke and play Xbox and PS5 all day, guess what you're going to do? You ain't going to do a goddamn thing but smoke and play Xbox and PS5 all day. If you hang around, fellas, again, if you hang around 5 people that's kicking doors, what you going to do? You're going to be the 6th one. Do y'all see where I'm going with this? Do y'all see the point I'm trying to make? You really have to be mindful and choose the right environment. Choose the right environment. Choose the right people. Choose the people you choose to hang around. Because you don't have to hang around who you hang around. You are not required to hang around them. You're not required to hang in the places that you be in. You're not required to do that. You choose to do that. So if you can choose to do that means you can make a choice to do something else. You can do something, I'm not even going to say, well, it is negative, but it ain't, okay, well, like I said, if you choose to do positive stuff or if you choose to be in positive environments, guess what? You're going to be a positive person. You're going to be in positive environments, so you're more than likely going to grow. You're more than likely going to grow. But if you hang around those same people that do nothing all day, guess what? You ain't going to do nothing, so you have to be able to change your mindset. You have to be able to see. Man, listen. So it's different types of mindsets. Different types of mindsets. You got the growth mindset, you got the fixed mindset, you got the abundance mindset, you got the scarcity mindset, and you got the innovative mindset. So the growth mindset, when you have the growth mindset, you are open to learning. You embrace challenges, and you view failure as an opportunity to learn and grow. So with having the growth mindset, you're gonna fail. You gotta be able to view the failure that you run, whatever you run into, you have to be able to look at that as a speed bump, not a wall. It's a speed bump. I got to hit it and keep going. So as an entrepreneur, you will fail, but you will learn from your failures. You'll become more efficient. You're going to fail, but you'll become more efficient. When you do fail, you'll get back up and then you'll keep going. So with that growth mindset, you got to be able to, like I said, get through those obstacles, take calculated risk, and continuously innovate to drive on your business growth. You have to continuously innovate to drive your business growth. You should wake up with the growth mindset every day. Every day. You must wake up with the growth mindset every day. If you're an entrepreneur, you have to wake up every day with that mindset. The next mindset is the fixed mindset. A person with a fixed mindset tend to avoid challenges. They fear failure. So they may be less likely to take risk. In business is all about risk. If you're an entrepreneur, you're gonna take a risk every single day. Every single day. The next one we had, the next mindset. Now listen, this is the best mindset to be in, is the abundance mindset. So people with the abundance mindset, they tend to be open to collaboration. They believe in the power of collective success, and are less likely to feel threatened by competition. So prime example of that. So when you're driving down the highway, when you get off the highway, anytime you get off the highway, I don't care where you at. If you get off the highway, there's going to be at least 2 to 4 gas stations in that area. It's going to be 2 to 4 gas stations in that area. So with that being said, they're all in competition of each other. Do you think the owner of Shell is going to pull up on the owner of BP and be like, why y'all selling gas in this area? Why? No, they're not doing none of that. Because you know why? They know, the owners of the Shell and BP, they understand that people in this area buy gas. So they ain't competing with each other. They ain't got the beef. They ain't got to kill each other. They are welcome to the businesses around them, the gas stations around them. They're open. They're welcome them in. Hey, look, we get gas. We get money around in this area. You can put a gas station over there too. Ain't no hating gonna be going on. Hey, do what you do. Do what you do. Do what you do. The next one is the scarcity mindset. Now, this is the worst mindset to have. People with this mindset, people with the scarcity mindset, they tend to be more competitive. So less willing to collaborate. They haters. And they more likely to engage in unethical and cutthroat business practices. So that's your homegirl, that's your homeboy saying, why you want to do taxes? Why you want to do credit repair? Why you want to do hair? Everybody's doing hair, everybody's selling credit, everybody's fixing credit, everybody doing taxes, girl. Why you want to do that? That's a hater. Man, tell her to shut up. Tell her to shut up. That's not your friend. She has the scarcity mindset. Run, get away from her. You don't need her around you. She's got the scarcity mindset. You don't need her around her, because you know what? That person, him, she, whoever, they gonna limit your potential to growth, because you know what? They gonna put shit in your ear, and just like everybody, we listen to the people that's close to us, so they gonna put stuff in your ear, and then they gonna limit your potential on growth. They gonna limit your potential on growth. So that person, you need to get them as far away as possible. Put them in the corner. Hey, get in the corner and shut up. Put them in the corner. Put them in the corner. You don't need that person around you. That's not your friend. They may seem like your friend, but that's not your friend. So last, we got the innovator's mindset. So this is the power of creativity and innovation. So this is the power of creativity and innovation to solve problems. So listen, if you having the innovator's mindset, if you're a solutionist, this is where you want to operate it. This is the mindset that you want to operate in if you're a solutionist. So if you got clientele that you have to solve a problem for, this is the mindset that you need to operate in. You need to have an innovator's mindset. You need to be creative. You need to be able to lead them people away from their problem, or ease their pain, or whatever problem they have. You need to be able to solve it. You need to be able to solve problems. But people with the innovator's mindset, they tend to be curious, experimental. They embrace failure as well. So that's part of their creative process. But in business, an innovator's mindset can drive the development of new products and services, the creation of new markets, and ultimately growth and expansion. So you have to have that innovator's mindset if you want to have growth and expansion. You have to be creative. Every business solves a problem. So you have to be able to tap into these different mindsets. Like I said, the innovator's mindset, you want to be creative. You want to be able to be a solutionist to solve problems. An entrepreneur's mindset can have significant impact on their ability to grow as an entrepreneur or to scale their business. So however your mindset is as an entrepreneur, that's going to reflect on what you do every day. That's going to reflect on what you do towards growth. So creating a growth mindset, that's a journey. It's not something that you can just say, you know what, I'm going to do this today. I'm going to do this for the rest of this week, and then, I'm going to be good. It don't work like that. It's a lifestyle. Having that growth mindset is a lifestyle. Every day is not going to be perfect, but it's going to be some days that you want to wake up. Man, listen, it's going to be some days that you're going to wake up and you don't feel like doing nothing. You don't feel like doing anything, but you have to be able to, you got to be able to keep going. So here's my 7 ways on to create that growth mindset. You got to be able to. The first one is you got to be able to embrace challenges. You got to view challenges as an opportunity to learn and grow instead of avoiding difficult tasks. Let me slow down a little bit. Approach them with willingness to learn and improve. So if you got a challenge, if you got a challenge, embrace that challenge. If you feel like that challenge is too hard, collaborate with somebody or find somebody who's already been through that problem. You don't have to avoid it. Learn to go through it, grow through it. That's the first step. You have to be willing to embrace your challenges. The second step of this 7-step process is to learn from your failures. Reframe failures as opportunities to learn and improve rather than as a sign of incompetence, of worthlessness. So you want to reflect on what went wrong, and then think about what you could have done differently. And then acknowledge what you could have done differently and then improve on that. Listen, failure as an entrepreneur, I'm sorry, that is a part of the entrepreneurship game. That's a part of the game. You can't get around it. Just like if you sell dope, the jack boys and the police, that's a part of the game. That's a part of the game. Ain't no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Ain't no gray areas. It's white and black. So the jack boys is a part of that game. Failure is a part of the entrepreneurship game. Now, like I said, when you do fail, that's an opportunity for you to learn. It's not the end of the world. That's not the end of the world. That's your life ain't over. Man, I done failed so many times on this entrepreneurship journey. So many times. But number 3 of the 7-step process is to cultivate a passion for learning. Cultivate a passion for learning. Adopt that growth mindset that we spoke about. You have to prioritize your learning and personal development. Listen, the passion for learning, like I said, I had to develop a passion for learning. I was constantly listening to audiobooks. I was constantly listening to podcasts. I was reading. I was just consuming so much information. So much information I was consuming. And that was, like I said, that was my third part of that 7-step process, was to just to get better at something. Like to learn, just learn. So what they say, listen, also, during this learning, cultivate a passion for learning, you can't be scared to invest in yourself. Like I've been to seminars, webinars, I paid for all kinds of stuff. I spent thousands of dollars on a lot of stuff, on a lot of these conferences. Now, I'm just saying that's just what I did. Do you think you should do the same thing? Yeah. Because you know what they say, scared money don't make no money. Scared money don't make no money. So yeah, you got to invest in yourself. Take it serious. So the 4th step is to emphasize effort over innate ability. To have innate ability is basically you just being naturally good at something. That's what innate means. You just being naturally good at something. So you want to focus on the effort you put into a task rather than relying on that innate ability. You don't want to rely on a natural born gift. So you want to recognize that hard work and dedication can lead to growth and success. You might be good at something, but you still you got to perform. When the light's on, you got to perform. And the next one is celebrate progress, man. Listen, celebrate your progress, no matter how big, no matter how small. Don't matter. Recognize the growth in your process. If you listen, I've been on this journey for the last 30 days. So I broke it down from 30 days so listen, I created one goal that I had to accomplish for 30 days. So along those 30 days, I broke it down into small steps, achievable steps, weekly. So I had to do something. I had to execute something every week just to get to my overall goal, which was at the end of that 30 days. So, like I said, you want to be at the end of listen, celebrate them wins. So at the end of that week, no matter what it was, I would do something that felt good to me. Something that, take yourself out to eat, go to the movies. I don't know, do something that you like to do. Reward yourself. The small wins, reward yourself for the small wins. I'm not telling you to go out and buy no $5,000 purse or nothing like that. Don't do that. Now, don't get crazy. Now, if you got it, do it. Do what you got to do. But just celebrate your wins. Next one is to seek feedback. Embrace feedback for a tool for growth. I can't even say this enough. Embrace feedback for a tool for growth. Constructive criticism. Man, listen, take that constructive criticism. Ask your customers, your clients. Seek that feedback. Is there anything that I could have done better? How did you like this process? How did you like this process? They're going to tell you. And when they tell you, don't get mad at them. Just accept it and go on. Accept it and go on. Don't cuss them out. Don't do none of that. Hey, listen, them people just telling you what you could have did better on. The last one is surround yourself with positive influence, man. Listen, surround yourself with people who have the growth mindset, who support your personal and professional growth. If they don't support your growth, listen, people who want to grow, you have to hang around other people who are growing. You have to hang around, or you have to get in those circles. If you're not in those circles, you have to get in those circles. You got to get in those circles, man. But those was my 7 steps that I took. Those was the 7 steps that I took. But yeah, those was my 7 steps to the growth mindset. So look, now we're about to get into the meat and potatoes. We about to get into the meat and potatoes. Mindset is important, but it's time to take action. We can have the right mindset, but you got to take action. Look, setting goals need to be attainable. But before you set your goals, you need to know where you are. You need to know where you're going. You need to know where you are, where you're starting from, and you need to know where you're going. How do you know if you've grown if you've never, listen, how do you know if you've grown if you don't know where you're starting? Y'all ever heard of SMART goals? Have y'all ever heard of SMART goals? So if you haven't heard of SMART goals are, so S, they're specific. M is for measurable. A is achievable. R, relevant. T is for time bound. So SMART goals, that stands for, again, write it down now, specific. Your goals need to be specific, measurable, achievable or attainable, relevant, and they need to be time bound. SMART goals are a framework for setting effective goals. That's just a framework. So, all right, let's start with specific. Let's start with the S. So your goals should be clear and well defined. So instead of general goals like, I want to improve my health. Everybody want to improve their health. Or so they say. You need to be specific about it. So I want to lose 10 pounds in the next 3 months. That's specific. So measurable. Your goals need to be measurable. Your goals should be quantifiable. So they can be tracked. They need to be quantifiable so they can be tracked. For example, I want to exercise for 30 minutes for 5 days a week. That is a measurable goal. I'm going to exercise for 30 minutes. I'm going to do it for 30 minutes for 5 days a week. That's measurable. I know what I'm doing. 30 minutes, 5 days a week. That's a pretty simple measurable goal. All right, so the A is for, like I said, it's for achievable or attainable. It can be interchangeable for whatever you want to use it for, whichever one you want to use it for. Achievable or attainable. So those goals should be realistic. When they're achievable or attainable, your goals should be realistic. So based on your abilities and the available resources, setting a goal that is too difficult, man, listen, that's demotivating. If you want to make a goal, listen, you have to make it to where it's achievable. Set it in a range to where you know that you can achieve it. Just set it in a range to where you know that you will be able to achieve that goal. So relevant, that's the R. Your goals should be relevant to your overall objectives. They should align with your values. For instance, if your goal is to improve your career, you got a goal to improve your career. So a relevant goal would be to take courses that will improve your job skills. That will be relevant to what you're trying to do. You need to take courses to improve your job skill. So time bound, your goal should have a clear deadline or a time frame for completion. For example, if you're writing a book, right? You're going to write a book. When you going to write that book? I'm going to write the book in the next year. That's a time bound goal. I'm going to write about it. I'm going to finish it by the end of the year. So listen, these SMART goals, listen, it's kind of like football. It's kind of like football. I don't know if y'all watch football or anything like that, but the overall goal in football, what is it? It's to score as many touchdowns as possible. So when you score a touchdown, what are you doing? You're moving the ball up the field 10 yards at a time. So the overall goal is to score a touchdown. But what do you got to do to score the touchdown? You got to move the ball 10 yards at a time. That's a SMART goal. So by setting SMART goals, you can improve your chances of success by providing a clear roadmap. You got to know where you're going. So just like you go in and punch in address in your navigation and it tells you exactly where to go, that's what your SMART goals have to do. They have to be able to clarify what you want to achieve. You got to measure the progress. You got to know what steps you need to take to get there. Man, listen, please, y'all, take this info serious. Like, don't have me up here just talking, which I'm cool with just talking. I don't care. If y'all take it, y'all take it. If y'all don't, you don't. But I did my part with spreading, the information. So take this information serious. You need to move the needle as far as possible. You got to move it as far as possible. It's time to change our situation, man. It's time to put your people on your back. It's time to put your people on your back and cross the finish line. I don't know about y'all, but I'm serious. Listen, I done been broke. My people struggling. So it's up to me to get rich and ease the pain of my people. When life starts life, it ain't no quitting. Ain't no running. Pass me the ball, coach. I'm here to win. Pass it to me. I can do this. And I know it's some of y'all that feel the same way that I feel. Man, listen, man. Life is about strategy. So is entrepreneurship. Look, life gonna test you. Especially as an entrepreneur. Life gonna test you, especially as an entrepreneur. Shit just gonna happen. But when that shit happens, what you gonna do? You gonna fold up or you gonna stand up? Man, listen, you gotta have a plan or some sort of strategy. If you plan to fail, if you have no plan or strategy, if you fail to plan, you plan to fail. If you ain't got no strategy, you just gonna listen. When it's time to quit, you gonna quit if you ain't got a plan. You gonna quit. But it's time to scale up. And when I say scaling a business, that simply means expanding the business operations to increase revenue and profits. Everybody want to make more money, but you have to figure out a plan or a strategy to make your business grow or to allow yourself to grow. Now, entrepreneurs can use various amounts of different strategies to scale their business. Not one strategy is correct. There's many strategies out there to help you grow. So I got some that I used that was effective to me, and I'm going to share them with you. But at the end of the day, what I'm sharing, you have to choose to take this information and you got to run with it. But the information that I really focused on I focused on core strengths. Entrepreneurs, you should identify your core strengths and focus, and then you need to scale them. You need to identify what your strengths and what your focus is and make it better. 10 times it. This will help you build a strong foundation and maintain a competitive edge in the market. Guaranteed. Focus on your strengths. Focus on your core strengths. Whatever you choose, whatever you think you're good at, enhance that 10 times it. Use the technology that we got at our fingertips to automate the process. Adopting technology solutions can help entrepreneurs automate their processes. It can help you automate your process, and then it can reduce errors and increase efficiency. This will help you grow your business. Automating your business, putting that process that automates your business to reducing errors and increasing efficiency. That will help you grow your business. Hands down, it will help you grow your business. Now, once again, I'm just giving y'all methods that I've used. I'm only talking about stuff that I've been through. Or stuff that, some stuff that I've read that made sense to me. And the next thing you want to do is build a strong team. Entrepreneurs, surround yourself with a competent team that shares your vision. They're committed to achieving their goals as well as you are. A strong team can help entrepreneurs delegate tasks, for one, and it's going to help you focus on growing your business. You got to have people around you. You can't do it by yourself. You can do it by yourself, but it's much easier if you got people around you that want what you want. That's your circle. And then you want to expand to new markets. Listen, entrepreneurs, you can explore new markets. You can explore new markets. You don't have to stay in your same market. I was selling cars, and then I started helping people with their credit. That's not in the same market. You can expand your market, but you got to get creative. You can target new geographies. You can target new demographics. You can target different market segments, and that's all going to increase your customer base. Expand to new markets. Don't just stay in your market. Man, listen, if you got something that you're selling, you got to expand to that market over there. You got to expand to this market over there. You got to introduce them to what you're doing. You got to talk about these people, what you're doing over here. Like, you got to bring them over here. And then you want to diversify your product offerings. So, listen, as an entrepreneur, you need to have diversity. You need to have diversity in your products. That's going to help you increase revenue. When you diversify your product, that's going to help you increase revenue. So you can introduce new products or services. You can introduce new products or new services that complement the existing offering that you already have. Listen, that's an upsell. If you go get your car washed and they say, look, we're not only gonna wash your car, but we're gonna clean the inside for you too. We're gonna shampoo the carpet too. That's an upsell. And also, you can use strategic partnerships. Entrepreneurs, listen, you can form partners. Entrepreneurs can form partnerships with other businesses to scale their operations. Partnerships can help with leverage. If the Shell partner with the BP gas station, they all get their gas from the same place. So why not partner with that person? And then you want to seek funding. You want to be able to seek funding. As an entrepreneur, you're going to need money to grow. You don't really necessarily, you're going to need money to grow. So you can approach venture capitalists, angel investors, crowdfunding platforms. You can do all kinds of stuff to raise capital. Anything that's going to invest in your growth opportunities. Now, one of the things that I use to help with funding, I use business credit cards. Now, we'll talk about that later, but that's just one of the things that I learned that helped me kind of get my business a little bit, further than what it was. But that helps. But you have to be very, very, very responsible when it comes to credit cards. And the next thing you want to do is develop a strong brand. Entrepreneurs can invest in building a strong brand to increase their visibility and credibility in the market. Your branding is everything. Make it to where when people see you, they look at it as a credible brand. Don't have no backyard stuff put together. Man, I'm not saying it's got to be nothing professional, but at least make it look to where it's appeasing to somebody. Because your branding is going to help you as an entrepreneur. It's going to help you attract new customers. And next, you want to implement efficient marketing strategies. Entrepreneurs can implement efficient marketing strategies to reach larger audience and increase sales. So I'm going to say that again. Entrepreneurs can implement efficient marketing strategies to reach larger audience and increase sales. They can use social media. They can use content marketing. Or you can use influence marketing to promote your brand or products. Listen, social media Content, period, is, man, listen, everything that you see on the other side of that social media, somebody's creating content. Use them people. You can use them as a strategy to grow your brand. You might have to pay for some of it, but listen, they'll promote your brand. Your brand is going to grow not only by you, other people sharing your brand. You can't be the only one talking about your brand. But overall, scaling a business requires a combination of strategic planning and efficient execution, and a focus on growth and opportunities. By adopting these strategies, entrepreneurs can successfully scale their business. By adopting these strategies, entrepreneurs can successfully scale and grow their business, and possibly achieve long-term success. It's all about strategy. It's all about strategy. So listen, we covered a lot today, so I hope y'all was paying attention. I really do. Last thing I want to touch on is identifying challenges you'll face as an entrepreneur on your journey. Listen, some of y'all gonna face challenges that come from the people who you value the most. Your girlfriend, your boyfriend, your brother, your sister, your homeboy, your homie, your bestie, your day one. Listen, y'all get what I'm saying? Some of these challenges are gonna come from the people you value the most. It's gonna come from them. It ain't gonna, listen, the people that's gonna hate on you, you gonna have people that don't know you that's gonna hate on you. That shouldn't affect you. But what's gonna affect you is the people that you know and that you feel should support you. They gonna hate. And when they hate, you gonna feel some type of way. Cause they so close to you. You're gonna be like, damn, like you supposed to believe in me. Out of all people, you supposed to, you my people. You supposed to be supporting me. We supposed to be, that's just not how it goes. I mean, yeah, they supposed to support you, but you can't force them to support you. That's not their job. Their job is to be your friend. Their job ain't to support you. Yeah, your friend should support you. I get it, but their job, don't mix the two. Your job, your friendship and them supporting you. Listen, don't complicate it. The people who don't know you, they gonna support you. So you ain't got to depend on these people who do know you to support you. Don't worry about that. Some of those titles I just named gonna be your biggest challenge. They're not gonna believe in you. They're gonna write you off. They're gonna say, why you wanna be an entrepreneur? It's too hard. Just get a job. Why won't you just get a job? Or if you got a job and you got a side business, you doing entrepreneur on the side, they're gonna say, you ain't making enough money, just get a second job. Just get a second job. Depending on your journey, a second job is not always the answer. If you can give a job or help someone else build a dream for 8 to 12 hours, I'm sorry. Listen, you can do the same for you. You can do it for you. If you're not gonna do it for you, do it for your kids, do it for your people. They need you. Some of y'all gonna be the only successful person your people know. Y'all gonna be the only successful people your people know. That's what it's gonna be. So if you can't do it for yourself, do it for your kids. Do it for your people. Put them on your back. You can do it. They might not can't do it, but you can. You can. But if you choose to listen to the naysayers, if you choose to let them talk you out your dream, your visions, if you let them choose to say anything, any of those people I just named, if you let them do any of that, that's a you problem. That's a you problem. They don't see it the way you do. They don't see it the way you see it. They have what you call turtle vision. They got turtle vision, you got giraffe vision. The giraffe is so tall, he can see over everything. He can see the whole picture. The turtle can only see what's right in front of him. So don't get mad at your folks for not believing in you. Don't get mad at them for not believing in you out the gate. Hey, it's going to be frustrating. I know it's going to be frustrating. It's going to be frustrating, but don't quit on the account of someone who can't see your dream or your vision. That's their problem. If they can't see it the way you see it, don't force them to see it the way you see it. Make them believe you. Don't force them to support you. Make them believe you. Make them believe you. Make them eat that shit they were saying. Make them eat it. Listen. It ain't that hard. Like I said, you're going to have those people. They're going to shut you out. They're going to write you off. They're going to talk behind your back. But you got to make them believe in you. Show them it can be done. Turn up on them. You the proof. Prove it can be done. Make a believer out of them. Like I said, some of y'all gonna be the only successful person your people know. My mama used to ask me all the time when I quit my job. She used to always say, now why you go and do that? What? Boy, what is wrong with, what? Why you go and do that? I told her, Mom, I don't know. I don't know what I'm gonna do. She asked me what you gonna do. I said, I don't know what I'm gonna do, but I know I'm not making them folks rich no more. I know that. I know I ain't making them rich no more. But I had to make her a believer. She know I'm serious now. She know I'm very serious about, listen, again, it ain't nothing wrong with people who work. It's just not for some people. It's just not for some people. And it ain't for me. So, listen, they can keep it. They can keep it. The job, and I've had some good jobs. I made a lot of money for a lot of the people I work for. But it ain't about that. I can't be free at my job. I can't do what I want to do at my job because that's their stuff. Man, I remember one of my brothers. He was asking me. He was like, man, what you got going on, bro? Why you won't get a job? Why you won't work, bro? Why you used to be the man? You had this, you did this, that. Man, listen. I cut him off as he was going in on me. We was on the phone. I cut him off. Man, listen. I felt tried. I felt attacked. I felt like he was attacking me. Like, I'm making a decision to change my wife, kid, and entire family life, including him. I made a decision to change all our lives, including him. And he attacking me. And listen. When I get rich, we all get rich. I'm going to put all my people in position to, man, it ain't no cap in my rap. When I get rich, we all rich. But if he wasn't in prison, when he called me, he in prison. If he wasn't in prison, we would have been fighting that day. It would have been, I'm talking furniture moving. Like, yeah, nah, don't play on my top. Like, we got to get this in. We would have been fighting. That day we would have been fighting. It would have been some furniture moving if we wasn't on the phone. But crazy thing is that when we got off the phone, I talked to my wife and I started thinking, I'm like, damn, I could have handled that a little better. I could have handled that a little different. Because I was thinking, he just got turtle vision right now. So I got to bring him up to giraffe level. I got to bring him up to giraffe level so he can see what I see. He couldn't see what I could see. He was on the level of the turtle. He wasn't where I was. It was up to me to bring him up to where I was. But we was good after that though. But sometimes you gotta let them know, don't play with me. No matter who it is, don't play with me. This is what I'm choosing to do. Don't play with me. Don't play on my top. This is what I'm choosing to do. Sometimes you just gotta let them know. But I say all that to say, when your people come at you, don't look at them as they're attacking you, because he was only telling me what I needed to hear, really. Like, I probably did need to work at that time because I wasn't doing that. But at the end of the day, I was doing this. I was trying to get right with, all the other stuff I was doing as an entrepreneur. But, like I said, man, I enjoyed y'all for spending some time with me on this Wednesday evening. I really did. I really enjoyed y'all. But listen, don't let your people take you for granted. Don't let them take your dream for granted. If that's something that you believe in it, you don't need nobody else to believe in it with you. You believe in it. You just have to be the proof of concept. Prove it to them. You ain't got to prove it to nobody but yourself, really, though. But with me, hey, listen, listen. Like I said, when I get rich, we all rich. I'm putting my people on my back. I got this. Pass me the ball, coach. Put me in, coach. Hey, but listen, if y'all like what I was putting down, please like, share, and subscribe. Please help a brother out. Please share it to your people, man. Listen, listen, tell y'all people about me, especially if they on the same path as you. If they out here trying to figure it out, listen, y'all on the same path. And if I gave you value, man, you definitely got to spread the word. Because we gonna grow and talk wealth together every Wednesday at 7 p.m. Every Wednesday at 7 p.m. Not 7:01, not 6:59, not 7:03. 7 p.m. If you ain't got my money on my butt, let me stop. But for real though. Hey, Wednesday, 7 p.m. 7 p.m. Y'all need to be here Wednesday at 7 p.m. Once again, like, share, and subscribe. Like, share, and subscribe. Help a brother out. But on the real tip, though, I need y'all to tune in to Let's Talk Wealth on Wealthy Wednesdays, just like we tune in to Power, just like we tune in to BMF. I need y'all to rock with me the same way. For real. I need y'all to rock with me the same way. But listen, until next time, y'all get y'all mindset right and set them goals. I'm going to catch y'all next week on Let's Talk Wealth. Next Wednesday, hey, tune in, 7 p.m. We going to be here.